All right, y'all. Thank you guys for joining me. Luis Morales here, health fitness specialist with Exos at Autodesk. Tuesday evening, sunny yet cold day here in West Hollywood, California. Let's go ahead and get right into what we're going to be doing today. So structure today is going to be similar to classes in the past where we're going to be doing 3 rounds, 6 different intervals, and it's going to equal about 18 minutes. But like I said just a second ago, there's not going to be a whole lot of rest programmed in here today, actually none. So go ahead and rest as you see fit as we go through these things. What we're going to be doing is splitting each minute interval right in half. So we're going to be working 30 seconds the first 30 seconds of each minute, we're going to be doing something different. And then the latter half of each minute, that final 30 seconds, we're going to be in a bridge isometric position. So each minute, each latter half of the minute, 30 seconds, we're going to come into this position. So basically with the bridge up, glutes squeeze, core is tight, and we're just going to hang out here. So notice how my toes are up off the ground. This helps my hamstrings and my glutes primarily work. Don't want a whole lot of quad working here. Those things can relax. But this is what we're going to be doing second half of every single minute, just holding it real tight. Use the exhales here to keep those core muscles on. Don't just let the glutes work. I know the glutes can just kind of hang out here and work for a while. Make sure the core is working to support that spine. So that's going to be our constant as we go through. Now I'm going to go through the 6 different intervals, what we're going to be doing for those first 30 seconds each minute. So to start, we're going to be doing a hollow hold or a hollow isometric. So for this one, we're on the back here. Arms are reached up out overhead. My whole back is connected to the ground here. Legs are out straight. And then emphasis on the back being connected to the ground. So this is how the core is going to work. If you want it to be easier, legs go up a little bit. But if you want it to be a little more challenging, I advise kind of a 45-degree angle here with the legs. This is where we're just going to be hanging out isometric, just trying to breathe. Next one up is the plank with arm extension overhead, I should say. So it's important to note that in this setup, we want to have the hands a little bit closer together, not directly under the shoulders, and then we can have those feet a little bit wider. So this makes it a little bit easier for us to not kind of shift those hips back and forth, no twisting. What we're going to be doing is alternating, trying to reach up overhead. It's okay to kind of shift your weight into one arm and then reach, but we want to make sure that those hips stay pointed right at the ground. Exhale as you reach. All right, you guys, next one up, we're going to be doing some side planks. So what we're going to be doing is a side plank where the knees are bent. We're going to add a little something extra to it. So we're going to get up into that side plank, and then that top hip here, we're going to use that glute, move that knee up and down. So this is a big time glute exercise. Other knee is pushing into the ground, keeping that nice straight line from our heads down to our knees. We're going to be moving like that. And then the next one we'll do the other side. And so the final one will be a bridge march. So lots of bridging in this workout, but our final minute interval will be a bridge march. So we're going to go up again, heels driving into the ground, core is tight. Bring one leg up, knee is bent. Bring it down. Other one's going to go up. Really powerful driving through the heels here. And so that is going to make up the first 30 seconds of those 6-minute long intervals. And again, in those second 30 seconds, every time we're just going to come right back to that bridge. So there is no rest program in this workout. So make sure you guys, as we go along, take little breaks as needed, grab little sips of water whenever you need to, but that's how the workout is going to go. So 3 rounds going to equal about 18 minutes of work. All right, so now that we got that going on, let's go ahead and get into our warm-up. So what we're going to start with here today is the dynamic runner stretch, or the world's greatest stretch. So let's start at the bottom of our spaces here. Make sure you got some space in front of you. We're going to reach down, push those hips backwards. First of all, reach down and touch the toes. Take a moment. Man, my hamstrings are tight. Breathe into that tension here. Maybe it's in the back for you. And then let's go ahead and bend the knees, get the hands on the ground. Walk those hands all the way out until we can be in a nice plank position here. Nice straight line, shoulders to heels. Core is nice and tight. Big lunge with the left foot. All right, left foot is outside the left hand. Let's go ahead and keep that back leg straight. Turn, reach up towards the ceiling. Look past that left thumb. Take a breath. Let's bring that left hand back down to the ground. Left foot is going to come back to meet the right. Same thing on the other side now. Big lunge with that right foot. Gonna twist, reach up towards the sky or ceiling with that right hand. Look past that right thumb. Try and keep that back leg straight. Breathe here for a second. All right, let's return that right hand back to the ground. Right foot's gonna return to meet the left, and then we can push ourselves into a quick pike position, downward dog, whatever you want to call it. Hips up towards the ceiling. Heels trying to touch the ground. Still breathing, and now what we can do is slowly start to walk those hands back in towards the feet. Now this one can get tricky. So bend the knees if you have to, go a little bit faster if you have to. And then let's slowly, one vertebra at a time, kind of roll ourselves all the way up. Head, neck, and shoulders, last thing to come up. All right, guys, let's lay it down. We're gonna be doing a lot of bridging in this workout. So let's go ahead and warm up that backside real quick. What we're gonna do is just 10 bridges. So first, make sure that those heels planted about hip width apart, whatever's comfortable. Usually your body will tell you what is comfortable. The heels are in the ground here, the toes are up. And what we're going to do here now is just squeeze those glutes, bring those hips up, and then bring them back down. So big glute squeezes every time here, guys, like we're trying to crush a walnut. Going for about 10 here, guys. Make sure that core is nice and tight. Practicing those exhales. The exhales are going to be one of our keys to success as we kind of hold this position over a long period of time, just to make sure that those midsection muscles kind of stay on and we don't default to just dumping all the tension into those glutes. Want to be able to support the lower back here, guys. All right, I lost count. Let's do one more good one. Big glute squeeze and bring those hips down to rest. All right, you guys. So like I said, each minute is split up into 30 seconds. So what we're going to be doing, working that hollow position for the first 30 seconds, and then the bridge, the plank first 30 seconds, and then the bridge, and so on and so forth. So I'm going to be guiding you guys through each step of the way. Let me go ahead and set this timer up, and we can go ahead and get on with this workout. All right, you guys. So 18 minutes of work here. Rest when you can, when you need to. Let's get it going here. 3, 2, and 1. All right, we're going. We're on our backs in that hollow position. Whew. Arms are up above the head. Legs are hopefully as straight as you can make them. Back is all the way connected to the ground here, guys. Big exhales. Want to feel the lower abs as well. We got 10 more seconds, so we're snapping right into that bridge hold. 3, 2, 1. All right, heels in the ground. Bring those hips up. We're squeezing the glutes and squeezing those core muscles super hard, guys. We're just hanging out here. Let those arms relax down by the sides. Toes are up. We got about 15 more seconds of this, and we're jumping right into our plank, reaching up overhead with the arms. Come on, guys. Exhale hard here. Make sure those tummy muscles stay nice and on. All right, 3, 2, 1. Pulling those hips down. And now we are hands kind of narrow here, feet wide. We're alternating, reaching up overhead. Good work, you guys. Doesn't have to be super quick here. Make sure we're staying nice and square to that ground. Make sure our plank still nice and straight. 3, 2, 1. All right, we're back onto our backs. Into that bridge hold, guys. Let's get there as quickly as we can. Don't sacrifice the form here, though. Core nice and tight. Absolutely crushing the daylight, living daylights out of a walnut in between those glutes, guys. Good work, guys. Good work. We're almost done here. 3, 2, 1. All right, you guys. So dead bug to hollow. Let's go ahead and get those legs up. Reaching up overhead, going out in that hollow position just for a second, and then coming back in with those legs. So it's kind of just like the first one, except for moving those arms up overhead, legs out, and then bringing them up over our torso. Come on, exhale every time as we bring those arms and legs away from each other. You can also exhale as we bring them in, making sure that core is nice and tight. All right, here we go. Let's snap into that bridge. Heels are down, hips are up. We're holding on here with our glutes. Good work, you guys, good work. Side planks with that hip movement is coming up next. Good work, guys. Hamstrings are feeling it. Here we go. 3, 2, 1. All right, flip onto your side here. Doesn't matter which side we start with. Both knees are bent. They're on top of each other. Now we can move that top hip. Nice straight line from our head down to that stationary knee. Got about 15 more seconds of this one. Then we're going right back to that bridge. Good work, you guys. Good work. Here we go. 3, 2, 1. Back into that bridge. Here we go. Holding that bridge up. Tummy is really, really tight here. Almost like we are bracing for some kind of impact. Good work, you guys. Good work. Keep holding it. Drive those heels down. Here we go. 3, 2, 1. All right, now we're on the other side for that side plank. So what we were just doing, opposite side here now. Flipped around so you guys can still see my front side. We're now moving that opposite bent leg, whatever's on top here. Good work, guys. Good work. You feel just the glute working here. Put your hand on it. Try and make sure that glute is moving. Here we go. 3, 2, 1. Back into the bridge. Holding those hips up. Contrary to popular belief, it doesn't have to be a super straight line from the knees to the shoulders here, guys. Just want to make sure that the core is really, really tight. Glutes are squeezed. However that looks, that's what we're going with here. All right, you guys, bridge with the march is coming up next. 3, 2, 1. Let's put those hips down for a second, bring them right back up. And now we are marching, making sure we're driving down really hard with that one heel that's supporting as we bring the opposite leg up. Don't let those hips dip whatsoever side to side. Good job, guys. Good job. All right, 3, 2, 1. We're holding that bridge. No more movement with those legs. We're still up in that bridge. Squeezing the glutes hard. Core is nice and tight. Next up, we're going into that hollow position. Keep breathing, you guys. Keep breathing. I know it's probably starting to burn here. We got 2 rounds left. About to start round 2. Here we go, y'all. Here we go. 3, 2, 1. Put those hips down. Arms are up overhead. Legs are extended out. Real uncomfortable, but keep that back connected to the ground here. Challenge yourself. Let those legs get a little bit lower this time while keeping that back connected. Here you go, guys. Breathe through it. A few seconds left, about 10. Here we go, you guys. 3, 2, 1. Back into that bridge. Here we go. We're on our backs. We can snap right back into that bridge. Squeezing the glutes, crushing the walnut. You can tap your stomach, make sure those muscles are on. Use those exhales. We shouldn't be feeling this whatsoever in that low back. Here we go, guys. Plank with the arm lift is coming up next. Here we go. 3, 2, 1. Put those hips down. Get into that position with the narrow hands, wide feet. Here we go. We're reaching up overhead. Stand nice and square to the ground. After this, we're going right back into that bridge. Almost done here, guys. Almost done. Push yourselves a little bit. All right, let's get right back into that bridge here, you guys. Let's get those hips up. And we're holding. Squeezing the glutes. Tummy muscles are on. Push yourselves here, guys. Almost halfway through the second round. Muscles around the hips are burning for sure. Dead bug to hollow coming up next. Here we go. All right, let's put those hips down. Arms up, legs up. Extend them, bring them back in. Remember, use those exhales to your advantage. It's gonna help when we exhale as we take those arms and legs away from each other. It can also help when we bring them together and exhale at the same time. Here we go, guys. With those arms, 3, 2, 1. Back to the bridge. Hips are up, glutes are squeezed. Tummy muscles are on. Just the heels, guys. No other part of the foot should be touching the ground right now. Side planks are coming up next with that sideways hip movement. Here we go, guys. 3, 2, 1. Right up into that side plank, knees on top of each other. Hips are up. And now we're moving that top leg. Good work, you guys. No shrugging. Push away from that ground with the shoulder or the elbow that's connected to it. Don't lose sight of that core tension, or that oblique tension. Here we go. A few more. 3, 2, 1. All right, we're back into our bridge. Bridge is getting a lot of work here today, guys. Hopefully those glutes are feeling it tomorrow. Good work, you guys, good work. Way to stay comfortable in this position. Heels are down. Almost done with this interval. Next up, it's the other side for that side plank. Here we go. 3, 2, 1. Let's move into that other side. All right, the hips are up and we're moving that top leg now. Make sure we got a nice straight line. Head to that stationary knee. Make sure those hips are also forward. Don't let those hips drift behind you guys here. Make sure that glute is working. Should be starting to burn. Here we go. 3, 2, 1. All right, back into our bridge. Heels are down, hips are up. Squeeze and exhale. Good job, guys. Good job. We're almost done. It's almost time for the bridge march. Then we'll be done with round 2. Here we go. 3, 2, 1. Let's try and stay up. Start moving those legs. Marching with those legs now, driving those heels down. Here we go, guys. This is where it's really important to keep those hips level. Keep those core muscles on to make sure our low back doesn't take any of that tension or any of that load. Good work, you guys. 3, 2, 1. Stay up in that bridge if you can. 30 more seconds in the bridge here, guys, and we're back to that hollow. Start of round 3. Good work, everybody. Good work. 15 seconds left. Let's stay with it. Good work, guys. Round 3 coming up. Push yourselves. Try and do a few more than we did in this last round. All right. Time for that hollow position. Challenge yourselves with a Better leg angle. Try and raise those arms all the way up overhead, keeping that back on the ground here, guys. Good work, guys. I know it's a battle. We got 12 seconds. Come on. Push yourselves. Last time we're going to do this one. 3, 2, 1. All right, let's get into that bridge. Hips are up, glutes are on. Can take some pressure off those hip flexors that we were just using. Good work, guys. Good work. Make sure those tummy muscles are on. Low back shouldn't be feeling it at all. Toes are up, heels are down. Up next, it's that plank reaching up overhead. Here we go. 3, 2, 1. Let's jump right into it, guys. Narrow with the hands, wide with the feet. Shift that weight on the shoulder, push away from the ground, but don't round that back. Here we go, guys. Final round. Push yourselves a little bit more than you have already. Workouts is only as hard as you make it. Here we go, you guys. 3, 2, 1. On our backs once again, guys. We're up with that bridge. Holding those glutes nice and tight. Breathing through it, guys. No holding the breath. 15 seconds left. Excuse me, 12. Let's keep it going, you guys. We got the dead bug to hollow coming up next. Here we go. 3, 2, 1. Hips down. Arms and legs are up. Going away from each other as we exhale. Crunching them back in. Shoring those muscles on our front side here, guys. Let them stretch all the way out. Keeping that back on the ground. And go a little bit quicker. Come on, push yourself, whatever that means. Almost done. 3, 2, 1. All right, we're back into our bridge. Squeezing the glutes. Tummy is nice and tight. Toes up, heels down. Have our 2 side planks and the bridge marches, and then that will be it. Good work, you guys. Good work. 3, 2, 1. We're onto our sides now. Knees are stacked. Hips are up. We're moving that top hip. Letting that knee stay bent. Pushing away from the ground with that elbow. Good work, y'all. Good work. About 10 seconds left. Let's keep it going. Good work, guys. Good work. 3, 2, 1. All right. Back into that bridge. It's one thing I hope we're feeling today, guys. It's that glute activation. We're connecting with those glutes on a different level. Almost done here, you guys. Next side with the side plank coming up next. 3, 2, 1. Flip it around, flip it on over. Here we go, guys. Good job. Keep the hand on your hip. Make sure that glute is working. Make sure that knee is going straight up towards the ceiling or sky. Exhaling to make sure we're getting that still, that core activation. Here we go, guys. Push yourselves a little bit harder. 5 more seconds. 3, 2, 1, and rest. Let's get into that bridge. Those are down, glutes are up. We got the bridge march coming up next, guys. Almost onto that final minute interval. Should really be burning the glutes by this point. Squeeze them super, super hard. We got 10 more seconds. Just holding. Good work, everybody. Good work. Almost done. 3, 2, 1. Let's keep those hips up, and we're marching. Big exhales, guys. Don't let those tummy muscles go. Here we go, guys. Swinging those hips nice and high, those knees nice and high. Make sure we're driving down with that one heel. A few more seconds of this. 3, 2, 1. And we're holding that bridge, guys. Final glute burnout here. 30 more seconds, and then we are really done. And get into our cool down. Come on, guys. We're squeezing those glutes. Tummy muscles are on. Not feeling the low back at all. Heels are down. 10 more seconds. Good work, good work. Finishing strong here. 3, 2, 1. There we go. That is the timer letting us know that we are done. Man, I can really feel it in my glutes. All right, guys, so let's go ahead and cool down here. Got a good one to do since we were working those glutes so hard just now. Let's go ahead and lay down on our backs. Grab some water if you need to. All right, guys. So what we're gonna do here is a nice little figure 4 stretch, just stretching out the rear hip, those glute muscles that we were just using. Let's go ahead and take the right ankle, rest it on top of that left knee. And from here, you might already be able to get a stretch if you just kind of pull that knee in close to your body or kind of across your body. If that is comfortable, go ahead and stay there. If you want to do a little bit more, let's go ahead and elevate that opposite leg. We can kind of reach through this gap between them, pull that opposite leg in towards us, and that should give us kind of a nice little stretch in that right rear hip. From here, we just want to calm our breath down a little bit if we're out of breath. Let the rib cage expand, stomach blow up like a balloon, and we kind of breathe into that tension. I want this to be kind of a medium stretch here, guys. Nothing crazy, nothing feeling like it's gonna tear. All right, let's do 2 more breaths, but before we do, make it a slightly more intense stretch. Ever so slightly, we're just stretching a little bit more of that tissue, and let's breathe away into that tension. There we go, guys. Good. Release that tension with your breath. Good work, you guys. All right, let's slowly let off the tension there for that right rear hip. Switch on over to the other side. So left ankle is going to rest on right knee. Again, we might be able to get a nice stretch just by pulling that left knee in towards our chest. However, if you want a little bit more, let's go ahead and elevate now that right leg. Pull that right leg in so we can get a nice little left rear hip stretch. Take a few breaths into that tension that we got. Good work, guys. All right, let's make it slightly more intense, ever so slightly. Pull it, put it on a little bit more stretch and breathe into that tension. All right, guys, good work. Go ahead and let that leg down. Let's flip onto our stomach. Do a quick stretch for the front of the hips, for the spine. So once we get onto the stomach position, go ahead and relax your whole body, relax that lower half. Try and keep those hips connected to the ground. And what we're gonna do here, those hands resting up around head level, we'll go ahead and kind of push ourselves up about halfway and bring those elbows under us, right under our shoulders here, so we can kind of relax and let our spine extend a little bit here. Now we wanna make sure, again, that the hips are still connected in the front. But from here, what we can do is take some nice deep breaths, and what this will do is kind of expand all that tissue that we were just working, the front of our abdomen, as well as give us a nice little spine stretch, and also kind of stretch out those hip flexors a little bit as well. Big deep breaths, guys. Biggest ones that you can comfortably manage. If you can, kind of push away from the ground with the elbows a little bit. Make sure the shoulders are not near the ears. Big breaths. Let's go for one more, you guys. Nicely done. All right, we can slowly let ourselves down. Good work, everybody. Feel free to peel yourself up off the ground, whichever way you see fit. Thank you guys so much for joining me. Don't forget SharePoint is the best place to find out what classes, what we have going on a daily basis and on a weekly basis. Workout Wednesday is tomorrow. I'm super excited for this one just because I love Workout Wednesday. So yeah, go ahead and join me for that. I think I sent out all the invites already, but feel free to check out SharePoint site for all the links and the dates and all the classes we got going on. Good work, you guys. We'll see you guys next time. Say
Thanks,
bye
Luis.
to-
Thanks, Luis.
Puppy says bye.
Thanks, Luis.
Bye, puppy.
Good job, guys.
Bye-bye.